Hey you guys, Lissandro here, and today I'm doing a late night vlog. So, a little while ago I got finished doing an electrical engineering tutorial covering on rectifiers, and pretty much the video took me all day for for a variety of different reasons, and all. And the good thing is that I pretty much uh, had the day off today, you know, and I can't. I had a hard time doing the video because, like I said, a number of reasons. To start off, the the video recording software kept messing up. The other thing is I kept messing up talking and everything. The computer, it would suddenly like freeze or completely space out or lag on the audio, which at times it got kind of slow and everything. And the editing part took a long time, not to mention having to edit the audio, every single thing. And it's not even that meticulous details or anything. It's just like really simple details to kind of improve the quality of the video and all. But the thing is that I got thinking a little bit, and I'm I got thinking that how much trouble do a lot of YouTubers out there that create even more creative videos, create have more creative content than what I could have. And I got thinking, and it's just like it's really hard, and especially these people that have get professional sets and everything, animators and all that. And I kind of I can understand some of the people that get upset at people that just are too lazy to upload and all. But at the same time, you gotta understand how difficult it is. At the same time, and the thing is that um, it's understandable. But one thing I don't like is I have heard this a lot that there's a lot of people that hate YouTubers that say, "Go get a job, go get a real job." Okay, and here's what I address to those stupid motherfuckers. What do you define as a real job? Do you define it as the traditional uh, go out? Go out into a building and wait 8 or 12 hours, or driving around, or any large corporate institution or a company, uh, and come back home tired and go do the same thing over and over again. If that's what you consider a job, you're very center-minded and very stupid. Okay, because the thing is, a job is anything in which you provide a good and service in exchange for monetary currency. That's what you define as a job. Now, as far as jobs go, people are very meritocratic, okay? And in regard to meritocratic things, I do follow it, but not completely, because there are some things that I don't subscribe to. I don't completely follow. Because here's the thing. Uh, if here's an example, and this is this came from a friend, actually an ex-friend of mine who was just complete blue collar fanatic and all. Okay, what I mean blue collar fanatic, that there are these people that pretty much think that that anyone who does not work a manual labor job, they're not doing a real job and all that shit, which is completely bullshit. Okay, here's the thing. Um, his thought was that his thought is that. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. It took me a while to remember what I was gonna say because I went off on a tangent and all. But anyway, getting back to what he said, he pretty much would emphasize that um, a real job's anyone who do manual labor that go do a real job and shit like that. They're like very center minded and the thing is that like for example, these are people that if you make money from the stock market, if you make money from marketing, advertising, or if you make money from things that seemingly don't require, and I emphasize seemingly, don't look like it requires that much effort, these people get mad. These people get upset, and I just utterly call that bullshit. Okay, and my perspective, my philosophy is this: I have always lived under the perspective of working smarter, not harder. Okay, taking advantage of opportunities, being smart about things, and being at the right place at the right time to get ahead. Okay, because one thing y'all gotta remember is that it's not about how hard you work, but how much you produce. So you could be a lazy fuck, and you could be working alongside somebody that's like really working hard, but at the end of the day, if you produce 10 or 3 times more production in a company than the person that works hard, then you're the one who's gonna get ahead. Okay, this is of course ignoring other aspects like appearance, like for example, safety and other stuff. Okay, if you're a lazy fuck that um, came up with a very efficient way to make production of something with minimal effort, and you can even offer more, you're the one who gets the job, not the one who works hard. The people that are more efficient, more productive, uh, with little effort are the ones that companies want. Those are the people they want because at the end of the day, how much it's about how much you produce, and based on how much you produce, it's how cost effective you are as an employee. That's what it comes down to. Not that all that work hard and all that shit. I'm not against working hard, okay? I don't have no problem against that. The thing is that my problem is these people that drown out ideas. Ideas that can progress people. Ideas that can get people ahead. People that think smart. People that are smarter and think ahead in life. Those are the people that I look at, and these motherfuckers just drown them out with their stupid traditionalism and all that bullshit. But anyway, so getting back to the whole deal with the YouTubers, is the YouTubers the same thing because in a sense they are working for a company. They are employees of a company technically. They work for YouTube, which is a subsidy of Alphabet, aka Google. Okay, and I do support these YouTubers, not only as a YouTuber myself, but also a shareholder of this company. Okay, and I do support YouTubers and what they do. Now, as far as that being a wise choice, as far as being a wise choice, that's a completely different deal. Okay, because there are some that are talented, but also YouTube, like all other jobs, have their risk. And if you're dependent on that, then pretty much if something were to go wrong, you're pretty much screwed. But the thing is, one thing you have to understand, YouTubers, they are it's an honest job, okay? It's an honest job because in reality, they are like film producers. The only thing is in a micro scale. There are large significant producers on YouTube, but they're these people are bloggers, film producers, content creators. Okay, they're very similar to like TV, TV and film producers. Okay, because there's a lot of content out there. YouTube has become something very powerful. Social media has become something very powerful because social media has the power to break corporations, bring to bring to light a lot of things. Pretty much bring a person a greatness as well as has the power to destroy a person socially, their whole entire career, or whatever they're dealing with. And the thing is that a lot of companies look through these social media platforms. A lot of companies look into it. And that's what they do for advertising. And the thing about advertising is, and especially in communications, is that it it brings more efficiency. Now, let me give you an example. Suppose you were in the 1950s. You were a company um, that produces such and such products. Let's say trinkets and widgets or whatever the hell other contraptions that you create. Okay, let's say that's the case. Okay, and you need vital raw material in order to create this. Let's say you ran out, and the company that works with this raw material is at the other side of the country. Okay, and you don't have any cell phones. You have no computer. You don't even have uh, phone communication. Okay, so what would you do? You would pretty much have to send a letter, wait for it for a couple of days to arrive, and then wait for a reply. And if let's say they were out or they sent you to ask how much you want, you have to waste time back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and all that time is costing your company because you are unable to produce your product because of that the vital raw materials you need from the other company. Now, fast forward to the future today. Look at what we can do. We can order stuff all the way across the globe, and depending on where it is, we just have to wait a couple of days. Rather than if you go back like probably in the 1950s and all, you it's gonna take you months, probably months for you to order something. Okay, so we can just pretty much communicate. We can talk with people. I get to talk with people on different states, different parts of the country. I get to talk with people from different parts of the globe. That's that's how great it has become. That's what that's why these companies look to the internet and look to these platforms, and especially platforms that promote a lot of goods and services, advertising, and so on. And the thing is that YouTube is not no longer just an entertainment medium; it's also an educational medium. It's also uh, a place of information. Back in China, there was a riot simply because they banned YouTube. And the thing is that the government knew it was an information fountain, and the thing is they want to keep everything limited. So that for that to be that important, think of how much information is in YouTube. Okay, so that being said, another thing I want to say is this: it has also become a grounds for live news coverage, and um, especially the live news broadcast, breaking bulletins, and things like that. Even the presidential uh, address to the country. YouTube is an important medium. The thing is how much people you reach, how much people you communicate with. You know, even universities like MIT use this medium, use this medium to communicate with people. There's open courseware on MIT, and I'm not talking about a couple of hundreds of videos. I'm talking about thousands of videos. Well, maybe not thousands. I think a couple of thousands. Last I checked, I think it was like 2,000 videos, tutorials, and they're like hour tutorials. It's almost like the length of if you were to attend class. Um, but anyway, 2,000 videos of like hour length tutorials. That's pretty substantial amount of information there, especially uh, from a high ranked university. And I consider it very fortunate of them and very thoughtful of them to share information, considering how important education is, despite the fact that um, there are a bunch of blue collar fanatics out there that think otherwise, you know. But anyway, one thing I want to say, YouTube is an honest job, just like any other honest job there is. What changes is just what you do in that particular job, and just because a job is in one form of is in a different form of difficulty, um, doesn't mean it isn't difficult. And what I mean by that, just because it isn't physically demanding, it isn't physically difficult, does not mean it isn't a hard job. There are a variety of different jobs that are very difficult. There are jobs that are very uh, physical labor. You put no effort. However, they're demanding in the fact of responsibility, timing. Jobs that require you to drive around, jobs that require mental strain, like what I deal with. Software engineers deal with a lot of mental strain. Engineers in general deal with a lot of mental strain because they have to think of problems. They have to resolve problems, resolve issues, resolve different things. Okay, and doctors. Now, let's not get me started. Doctors, people that deal with biohazardous stuff, contagious stuff, they have to deal with a share of danger. There are a variety of dangerous jobs out there. There's doctors handling other people's lives, and the list goes on. Every job, like my dad told me, every job has its difficult part. There there almost isn't any job that isn't difficult in a way. Name any job and I'll tell you the difficulty or the risk of it. But anyway, Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.